Alright, as promised, we're going to talk about our military surplus 7.62 by 54R ammunition failure that I had. Now, what's curious about this is over the years, I've, shot thousands of rounds of this military style ammo from probably about 5 different countries. I had Russian rounds from the late 40s. I had Romanian, Bulgarian, Polish ammo, and everything else. And I've never had one of these military rounds fail on me until recently. And we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at the head stamp, and I'll show you what happened. And it's very strange what happened with 2 of these rounds out of this batch. Now, here's a look at 2 rounds. This one is unfired. This is the round that failed here. And I lost the other one in melee and confusion. This is Romanian ammo because it has the 22 stamped on the rim, and I guess 77 was the year it was made. Now, like I've said, I fired a lot of surplus ammo. I think I bought a whole case of this. So there was 440 rounds I had that went off with no trouble, and out of this last 10, which I put in one ammo can in the packages, so far I've fired pretty much 100 rounds of it until I got to this one packet. And I had 2 rounds in one rifle. Okay, I don't know if it's the rifle or what that did this. Okay, and let me get a pointer here. And what has happened, I don't know if you can see, with the cartridge that is not fired, you see where the primer is and that, and with the cartridge that didn't go off, you see there's a heavy dent. And actually, I can't measure, but this primer has set into the case noticeably deeper. I mean, if you look at it visually, you can see that this thing is in there way deeper than where it is here. So even though it hit, it appears that the primer crushed down through the base of the cartridge case, which I've never seen that. Okay, I don't really know. I fired just about the rest of that packet in another rifle, or most of it. I think there's some loose rounds, but it didn't happen again. It only happened with the one rifle. On those 2 cartridges, it detonated and fired the other cartridges out of the packet just fine. But that's very strange. And even the red seal around there is still present in that lip. So I really don't know, and I examined the cases, and all of them have the normal looking, primer at the same depth. This has actually gone in further, so I don't know. Defective primer, firing pin is set too far, is smashing it down in there, but with that heavy strike on there, like that, okay, that should have detonated. But now this thing's way too deep into the base of the cartridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up all my old military ammo and cycle it through. 77, you're talking 50 years. A lot of this stuff's been laying around forever. Just shoot it up, and then I'm going to go straight into reloading from then on, or buying commercial. I think steel-cased foreign-made ammo that's non-corrosive is like 60 cents a round. But I'd like to try to squeak a little more accuracy out of my guns. And I also would like to experiment with the finished guns, shooting basically the 7.65 by 55 with a 30 caliber bullet. But that's what happened. I don't know if anyone else has had something similar like this happen to them. Okay, put something down in the comments. I really don't know why are pulling this apart. What's the point? Because really you can't get this ammo anymore. Reasonably, you find it, but it's quite expensive. You might as well buy the non-corrosive stuff, at the prices they're asking. Alright guys, hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned, and that's basically what I found out about this. Very curious. And like I said, if you've had something similar to this happen to you, please put it down in the comment, because I've never had this. Thousands of rounds in different countries, never had this happen.